died today of natural causes. Got amped up in speed and broke into house. Bunch of people to death, wrote shit on their skin and left them. They finally got him and he went to San Quentin. His last murder was south of San Francisco. A guy named Peter Pan from the town of San Mateo. A little girl in the tenderloin was his first. In a laundry room he took $1 from her first. His last days were at the Bristol Hotel. I was reading Night Stalker when I went and rang the bell. The doorman buzzed me, said you're just like my mom. Gave me a key and a black cat, led me down the hall. Had a flight today from Boston to Cleveland. Got a death in the family, gotta do some grieving. Lost a relative and it's eating me up, and I'm making real bad. And I need a little love. Rich Ramirez died today of natural causes. These things mark time and make us pause and think about we were kids scared of taps on the window. What's under the bed and what's under the pillow. And the Jim Jones massacre got in our heads. In the TV headlines, Elvis Presley's dead. And the Ayatollah Khomeini hostages. And Ronald Reagan dodging bullets. While I'm there, I'm gonna stroll through the old neighborhood. Rick stands my age and still lives with his mom when he's not in jail for menacing, stalking, and writing bad checks, cocaine charges, marked dead and had such a beautiful smile. He always sat on his porch, passing the time and drinking a beer and smoking a pack until one day poor Mark had a heart attack. My friend Ben's got a good job as an electrician. His sister married the pool shark Jim Evans, and my next door neighbors whom I love so, and they love me too, but they passed long ago. And if you walk just a few blocks down Stall, there's a house that was the scariest of them all. A cute little pond with a sign for sale, but those sextons kids' life was hell. And I'm telling the truth, and if you don't believe it, pick up Lyle Caulfield's House of Secrets. Had a flight from Cleveland to SFO. I got 3 months off until my next show. I was gonna spend time with my girl and make a record this summer. Fix my kitchen up and hire a plumber. The headline changed so rapidly. Today I came to the studio to work on something pretty. Then I saw the news on James Gandolfini while I was eating ramen and drinking green tea. The Sopranos guy died at 51. That's the same age as the guy who's coming to play drums. I don't like this getting older stuff. Having to pee 50 times a day is bad enough. I got a nagging prostate and I got a bad back, and when I fuck too much I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. I woke up today, I saw the headlines, an airline crashed and 2 people died. And I'm at a barbecue in Santa Fe and everybody's drunk and feeling pretty well. At 53, Richard Ramirez died, but in 83 he was very much alive. He was the scariest killer in the band. He had a pentagram in the center of his something. And everybody remember the paranoia when he stalked the suburbs of Southern California. And everybody will remember where they were when they finally caught the Night Stalker. And I'll remember just where I was when Rich Ramirez died of natural causes.
my friend sits at his magic hand feel nothing but time. My old friend sits at the drum. His magic mind doesn't feel anything. American flag is behind. If I could stand to be less difficult. My new friend plays drums all the time. Her magic heart feels everything. She plays the difficult parts and I play difficult. She goes shoot, shoot, ba-doo, shoot, ba-doo, shoot, ba-doo, ba-doo. We go shoot, shoot, ba-doo, shoot, ba-doo, shoot, ba-doo.
death as it shook you. You gave it the fool's look. Said I am an empty page to you. Give me your hand. Give me your blood. Don't misunderstand. I once had all the words, and I forgot all the words. Held the binding lightning. I held the binding lightning. Began to burn away. We began to burn away. Held the binding light. We held the binding light. Began to burn away. Began to burn.
courage of the coward is greater than all others. A scaredy cat'll scratch you if you back 'em in a corner. But I am a coward.
stands alone through most parts of life, walks alone through most walks of life. See you looking through me like you unzip the zipper. You hold the big picture so well. Can't you see that we're going to hell? Couldn't park that fucking car. Couldn't part from you. Saw the back of your sweet mother's head. Now I know that she thinks I am dead. Flavor. You hold the big picture so well. Can't you see that we're going to hell? Big monster lover, bigger pusher over, stands apart through most walks of life, walks alone in most walks of life.
It'll get so quiet when this record ends. You can hear the first hour of the world. You can hear the willow branches touch the wave. Write our names beside our darlings' hearts. You can hear the willow branches touch the waves. Write our names beside nothing. Rise, moon, on the shores of the sea. Shine on the distance between me and the last thing I see. Let it be me helping. Let it be me honestly. Let it be me working on being a better me. Now light the field for the big game tonight. Mark Twain to Thomas Jefferson. Strike. Luke the Drifter to Zimmerman. Line drive to keep the team alive. Team alive. Rise on the shores of the sea. Shine on the distance between me and the last thing I see. Let it be me helping. Let it be me honestly. Let it be me working on being a better me. Unite us to bury. Unite us to bury. So good it's scary. With everything against your sweetness. You get the first down again. See, it's ones like this you can always trust not to disappoint us. Moonshine stage tonight. Maybe I'm the man in black. You could hold a little something back to let his eyes adjust to the light. Just my black tail sway. If I'm all fangs and all lies and all poison, if I'm really what they're saying, I don't wanna disappoint them. and fire receive thy soul, and fire receive thy soul. The devil knows mercy, the devil knows fire, and fire receive thy soul, and fire receive thy soul. I see the sun alone, and I see the sun alone every morning. And I see the soul of you. The rest is instinctive. Guess now who holds thee? Is it death? Is it death? Is it death? Is it death? Nay, 'tis not death. Nay, 'tis not death. This tonight, do not retire. The lost trade their Bibles for whiskey, sweet fire, and fire receive thy soul, and fire receive thy soul. This tonight, do not retire. I'm faithful in fire, and fire receive thy soul, and fire receive thy soul. Is it death? Is it death? Is it death? Is it death? Nay, 'tis not death. Nay, 'tis not death.
Change your way of limping around the world, 'cause you know what will come soon, a real broken leg. And you know this will come true, you cannot get away. Daylight, dawn and evening around the world, and you know what will come to. Do I have to say everybody will eat you, everybody robs graves, and our ghosts stay forever confined in wherever we haunt and hopelessly want to, but cannot get away. And our bones do blow away in pink light.